next challenge, you'll be facing the Florida State Seminoles.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
Ready.
Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Swings it out to the flat. And he's out of bounds after a terrific run and a nice pickup. Come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. He'll take it himself. Pickup of 5 is now 2nd and 5. Second down for this offense. Looking to fire. Flushed out of the pocket. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. He's there to make the stop, and not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Fresno State right back to the line.
214 close. 214 close.
Run in the red zone. It's Jackson. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. The defense has made it tough, but they'll try to plow their way in here on 3rd and goal in overtime. Fires into the end zone.
That's an easy connection between the QB and his target for the score.
Into the end zone for the target. They push that lead on to 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Defense looks like they're coming. Got it in the middle. It's Finley. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
I'm going to go deep.
First and goal, down a touchdown. They have to get it in the end zone. Quarterback will keep it. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Trying to barge in. He's going
Sometimes love is a slow burn. And that's what we just saw on that last drive. I'm so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
Decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Just a little too eager there, and they'll back up 5, and it's 1st and 15. Dropping back, it's Mayala. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
And how about this drive? Like this offense, just the composure, backed up inside your own 10, a little bit nervous to start, and then you come out, put some plays together, put an explosive play on paper right there, and now set up to go from all the way inside your 10 and possibly get a touchdown.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Touchdown Seminoles! They get a score to take the lead here in the 2nd overtime. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
From the gun. Oh, they picked it off. What a huge defensive play in overtime. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Using his legs, it's Jackson. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Throws for the tight end. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Well, it doesn't get any more open than that. Good read by the quarterback. He was looking for his tight end wide open on the play. Man, you got to make the catch.
They are up against it. A 3rd and long, needing a touchdown here in overtime. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Unloads to the wideout. Can't make the grab on 3rd down, and that is a rare drop for this guy.
And the defense is kind of smiled about that one, right? The receiver got a chance, got open.
Field goal unit's not coming out here, guys. I think they're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th and long. Maybe some confusion on the snap count. It's going to be a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. This, the biggest play of the game so far. Going for it on 4th down in overtime. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going for it all. It's incomplete, and that's going to do it. A 4th down stop seals it in overtime.
there's a few special additions for this matchup. Awaiting you is the Florida State Seminoles.
They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
Here we go.
And he's wrestled to the ground. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. There's a little room there. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. And the Bulldogs back to the line on 1st down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. This quarterback part of their running game. Shakes off the defender. And he's brought down after a nice game. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. They get him stopped after a 2-yard gain. Ball's at the 17. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Goes to the option. Keeps it on the option. Breaks into the open. It's a run at the goal line. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. Floats it out in space. He stopped short on the 2-point conversion attempt. They went right back to the well with the man who scored the touchdown, but he couldn't get it in for the 2. They'll snap it from the 25 here on 1st down. Looking to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Wiley. He'll be stopped at the 6-yard line, but what a job picking up yardage after the catch. First and goal in overtime, and they have to answer with a touchdown. They want to throw it. Got it set up on the outside. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Now on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Unleashes to the end zone. Looking for the goal line. And the defense settled in. Stop that one.
in this challenge, you'll be facing the Georgia Bulldogs.
Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Thomas. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play. Between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Sends it back in motion. To the air, it's Brady. With the catch, it's Johnson. He's out of bounds, and they'll say he got it to the 45. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Looking for room. It's Thomas. It's on the 1st down. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one in there at the 35. Right back to the well. 7-yard pickup on that one is now 2nd and 3. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
The Dogs in a good spot here with 2nd and short. They'll run it. Defense holds their ground. Pick up of a yard. It's at the 26. Ball's at the 26. It's 3rd and short, and they'd love to pick up the 1st down and avoid settling for the field goal. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the mark. He's got enough for the 1st down and slide him at the 24-yard line. Georgia coming out with a fresh set of downs. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. Line gets set, 1st down. Looking to throw, it's Brady. Pulls it in, it's Thomas. And guys, that completion might have helped the old confidence, but it didn't help the down and distance. 2nd and 10 here. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Back to pass. Pocket breaking down. On the move, he fires. It's a connection. They make the tackle, and he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. And the Dogs, after moving the sticks through the air, come to the line. Motion from the wide receiver. Run in the red zone. It's Thomas. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? to throw. It's Brady. Looking to get it in. Tackle right on the spot, and he won't get the first down. They thought he could run for it, and the defense wasn't having it. I'm not sure what kind of vexing and magic they're trying to conjure up here, but sending out the field goal unit. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. He's looking to throw. Caught in the backfield. It's Jackson. Turning it on. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work. The Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. Looks as if he's going to run it. Got enough space. And look what we've got going here. A top 10 team that is teetering after giving up that score.
This is like having an extra running back in your backfield. This quarterback is mad.
Welcome to this Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. This challenge features a few special additions for this matchup. Awaiting you is the Georgia Bulldogs.
See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Wants to throw. It's Bailey. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Might be calling a hot route. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. Makes the grab. It's Fleming. They make the stop. But he'll pick up just a little bit of the time to get to that 1st down mark. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Quick completion on the out. Reach a tackle, and he let go. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a 1st down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. On the run, it's Jackson. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Using his feet, and they're able to get him on the ground. 3rd and 6 yards to go. They'll go to the air. They're working that left side. There we go. Why not double the try total and go for 2? Scanning the field, it's Bailey. Looking, trying to escape, cannot. The sack a two-point try. Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. Now on first down, they need to answer with a touchdown. On the run, it's Thomas. Finding some room. He'll be pushed out of bounds just short of the end zone, and that one saved a touchdown at least for now. First and goal as they try to answer with a touchdown of their own. They'll try to get it in with the run. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to work in the air on second down. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for six. They want to dance their way in on third and goal. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
We know a lot of offenses like to script their opening 10 plays going into games. They practice it over and over and over again throughout the week. And you just saw flawless execution on the opening drive by the offense. A nice job mixing in pass and run, getting different guys involved here early. They cap it off with a nice run late. But what a great job to take control of this game.
Welcome to this Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals on the Play Select screen. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Georgia Bulldogs.
Defense going to use a timeout here to make sure everyone is crystal clear on their assignment here in overtime. Offense will use a timeout here to make sure everyone is on the same page here in overtime. They've got it first and 10 at the 50. The delay of game pushes the offense back. Back to pass, it's Bailey. There's the pressure. And he's up with no option but to throw it away.
those outside runs, if they can get the edge like they do, great job on the right guard, right tackle, getting the edge. And now what does this do? This makes cornerbacks come up and tackle. The safeties come up and tackle. As opposed to linebackers and big defensive players, you get your guy out in space where he can use his speed and his physicality against guys that usually cover and don't come up and make tackles.
The Bulldogs, myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Trying to run, it's Jackson. He'll be enough. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
Hey man, you don't have to be a great play caller to give that guy the football, right? Like to him, the offense goes through him. You've got to love this running back, and he just finds a way to make those chunk plays like he just did, setting the tone. And Palmer, sometimes the defense, they need to see you for a second so they realize how fast, how powerful, how good you are.
Yeah, and the defense said all the right things leading up to this game. We're focused on stopping the run. We want to be the more physical team. We're going to make them one-dimensional. Well, you just got to run down your throat early. Everybody has a plan until they get punched in the face. So for this defense now it's time to show up. You got to blow up now and start doing something.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. Flips it out in the flat. Looking for the end zone. And he closes his
it might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up. But they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
And that defense gets through him, and down he goes at the 9.
That's not Lamar Jackson out there screaming. This is a guy the defense felt like if we can get him out of the pocket and flush him, we can go after him and chase him, bring him down. They did that one pretty easy. They didn't get the sack.
Beyond the sticks.
downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Calls his own number. He is denied, and it'll be second and goal. quarterback moving. Point pushes the lead to 14. Good strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. It was capped off by a 1-yard touchdown pass. Oh, right through his fingers, he muffed it. And he takes this from inside the 5. Couldn't find room for the big play. He stopped that for a short return. It's coverage here and right on top of it. Time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. Going to need to step up to make sure this one doesn't get out of hand as the second quarter is about to get underway. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense just a short minute.
This quarterback right now is doing a nice job. He's reading the coverage and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go in the football. That's why the pass down is so good. That's why he seems like he's in a great game.
Dropping back, it's Hayes. Fires to the tight end. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36.
Well, this team found themselves in a hole really quickly. Good things need to start happening, and they got to happen now. There's a big play that the offense desperately needed. A big pitch and catch, that's going to give them some confidence. That hopefully shifts the momentum their way a little bit. But they've got to cap this off now with a touchdown cut into their opponent's lead.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end, covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and
Pressure all over the quarterback. There he goes.
Man, this defense is dominating all game. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with the pass rush. They're going down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
After that sack, the old line better get its act cleaned up. Third down coming. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat in down. He goes again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in the hole there in the first half is this has been a sack mark. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Makes a move. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Plenty of time to work. Not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Motion from the back. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Gets it to the back. He gets it out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense, catching the football.
The completion picked up 6 yards on first down, now second and 4. Plows through the defense. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Fresno State right back to the line.
Phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play call. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
They might have the defense's head spinning a little bit now. Hit him with a big run, now they hit him with a big pass.
It's so hard to defend both. You know that. Which coverage do I want to put? Do I want to put more people in the box to stop the run? When you've got this kind of balance on offense, the defense can't be right.
Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal. Motion from the wideout. Quarterback making checks. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Moves around to clear up the vision. He just threw that one away. Nobody was getting open. He had to live to find another play in the red zone. It'll be 3rd down.
That is exactly what I would tell this quarterback to do. Throw that ball away. Don't force it. Don't create a turnover down here in the red zone. We still got a few more downs to go. Nice job by the QB with the decision making.
That's a go to the end zone. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard line on the return. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Single back formation, and they give it to him. Stopped in the backfield as his defense doesn't want to let anything slip through here late in the half.
versatility of the big fella. You can put him in the box and let him block big defensive linemen, or you put him in the slot and you throw him the football and have success.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back to pass, it's Brady. With the catch, it's Jackson. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
The linebacker was not fooled at all. He read his keys. He saw the running back release out of the pocket. He's got some speed. He feels himself to run with him. The other running back made the catch, but he ran right down. Really nice job by Taylor.
Third down, they'll need 5 to keep this opening line moving. From the gun, wants to pass. Puts it out of the air. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
I love the third down defense. I love the defense understanding passing situation, dropping back, keeping everything in front of them, and then breaking on the football. In order to do this and be great on third down, you got to do one thing really well. You've got to come up and make that tackle. And that's exactly
Wait just a minute, guys. The offense looks like they're going for it in their own end. Defense showing heavy blitz at the line. Looking to the big tight end. And they can't connect, and the gamble does not regret.
It's a great job there by the defense here. He's getting a huge stop. They got an opportunity to win the game. Offense taking over now. And great field position. Somebody else to take it from a bulldog standpoint. Try to protect that time.
Looking for a crease. It's Jackson. Hard running there.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
A 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Got his man on the outside. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
It's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to one downfield and get the first down.
Inside the 15, 1st and 10 from the 14. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Now on the move. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
As a defensive guy now, you're always zoomed in on the quarterback. I mean, these guys, whether they're throwing the football or running it, at least they have the football in their hands every time. You know where they're going to be. You focus in the defense, locked and loaded, understand what they're trying to accomplish, doing a good job getting to the quarterback, and then make those physical hits count. Finish those tackles with aggressive hits. Make that quarterback feel you for a whole length of a game.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. To the ground to try and pick up the first. And he breaks the play. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game.
decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
One final play before the end of the quarter. There to make the tackle, and that's how we'll wrap up this first period. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. So they go back to work after the break, and it is third down. Reads it, fires complete. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
Well, on a lot of third downs, tight ends can be a quarterback's best friend, but especially this guy. I mean, he's got a unique skill set catching the football. He could be the primary target.
Makes the grab in their space. Running inside the 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
The extra point here would tie the game. And the extra point is good. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they line up the scoreboard, covering 65 yards on that touchdown pass. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Finds his tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots in the zones. You got to get him involved.
They got 3 on the last pass. Here comes 2nd and 7. What a play behind the line. It'll be an 8-yard loss. It seems so inviting to try to get the ball outside, but this defense is so fast you just end up running sideways.
And when you don't have any misdirection or something else to look at before you pitch that ball on the perimeter, a lot of times those guys can play even faster. They can see it right now. Those safeties fly up, those corners fly up, outside backers fly up, and get in the play immediately.
He works his way to the 21-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down.
And that's an interesting choice for this offense, and specifically for the quarterback, man. 4th down.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
Hey, at this point of the game, 4th and short, no problem going for it. 4th and medium, I think it's too early to start taking some of these chances. I think you need to just let the game play out a little bit and trust your defense.
Pressure coming. Still looking for man. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
I just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. In the second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. Got to find a way to get some completions strung together.
Got maybe a yard. 3rd down and 9 coming.
And man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
From the red zone, it's Jackson. Brought down inside the 15, marking at the 14-yard line. Now a 4th down decision
that shot. But listen, those are shots that we want to take because the risk is definitely worth it.
Second and 10, he'll throw again. He's not afraid to go deep. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
Well, the offense is doing what it has to try to at least get a field goal range here at the end of the first half. So they took a critical shot down the field. Give the defense credit. Lots of eyes back there on the quarterback. Make sure that throw falls incomplete.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Goes high to throw it in. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for one or two more plays. It's wise not to be too greedy, and they'll go ahead and send out the field goal unit. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. That thing would have hit a string in the middle of the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4. And so the Fresno State offense comes out onto the field. They'll start this third quarter with a run. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's second and 10. Snap it to the back. Followed that blocking and got 5 out to the 26.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Keeping it on the ground with the single back. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get concerned, and that's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
Here's the handoff. Good job running top and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. You're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And that's a welcome sight for this offense, man. They really struggled to run the football in the first half. And I promise you, at halftime, in the locker room, first drive, guys, we got to come out, own the line of scrimmage, get the run game going, and that's exactly how they start this half.
Fresno State moving it quickly down the field. To the air, it's Bailey. He'll throw it quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
There used to be a time in college football when tight ends were just possession receivers. You throw it to him, he'll go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense.
Maybe a crease.
second half and you got the lead and you can be the more physical team, it's really hard for somebody to come back. This defense has got to come up with a stop. They got to get more physical right now in this football game or it's going to get out of hand.
Hit and run down right at the line of scrimmage.
And we haven't called his name a lot. And I think this offense, they need to find a way to continue to manufacture touches for the big tight end. And I don't care how you do it. I don't care where you line him up. He's that good. And if I'm this offense, I'm going to find him more often.
Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the first period. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. We take a moment to look at the stats in what has been a tight ball game. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. Going the other way, and he's got room.
We talk about having to have it. We needed to force the turnover. We had to get the football back. They're in such a good position to run out the clock, try to win. No, sir. Our ball, first down.
The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception. And now this offense has a chance late. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Maybe some room here. Touchdown, Nebraska! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
That is complimentary football at its finest. The defense gets the turnover. The offense punctuates it, uses it to their advantage, takes the lead late in the football game. Now that defense, it just gave you a good stop. They need another one for you.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards. And they finish it off in style with a 47-yard touchdown run. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? This drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And the Bulldogs have a lot of options on second and inches. Looking for room, it's Jackson. There was just nowhere to cut back. Great job by the defense, and he'll have to take the loss.
And the D does it again. I feel like it's a repeat. We could play that over and over today. They've had a great game against the pass, against the run, limiting the big plays, and they do it again. Just watch them. Where they're supposed to be. They're physical. They don't give up a lot of tackles, a lot of yards after the tackle. Just a great performance by this team.
And you're seeing why this guy is on the field during 2-minute situations. He can catch the football and makes it
Gets the ball right to the 50-yard line, and that'll be enough for a first down.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Buys a little time with his feet. And not much going on downfield. He'll just get rid of it and live to play another down.
And obviously that wasn't a great play for this offense, but the defense did their job. They flushed him outside the pocket. But nothing worse than getting tackling in bounds or throwing it for a 4-yard gain, letting that clock tick. Nice job throwing it away, saving as much time as you can.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Oh, not able to hold his water, and the offense will have it stepped off against them. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. The disjointed start just looks sloppy when you get a false start. It's 2nd and long. Looking to pass. It's Bailey. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. The Bulldogs using their first timeout. They'll take a moment to gather their thoughts and put together a plan for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw again. Quick completion on the outlet. That's a 20. He's got space. Touchdown! This drive going to the air. He's taking the deep shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And that's a good job by this defense. The 2-minute situations can be tough, especially communicating. And you know they want to push the ball down the field. But a lot of times it's towards the sidelines. They protect the middle of the field. Play great defense all across the board.
Fires to the middle. It's called downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. When you're trying to protect the lead, you just simply cannot have a personal foul penalty at this stage in the game. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He'll pull it down and run. Lining up. They get it down to the 35 before he stopped. 10-yard pickup on the play, and it's a 1st down.
It's the 4th quarter. Every second counts, right? It's a one-possession game. We're chasing the QB. He scrambles around, does such a great job getting positive yards, keeping this drive alive. We need to score badly. We've got to keep drives alive like this. Wonderful job.
Pass is incomplete, but there is a flag beside the quarterback, and this might be a roughing call. This defense is trying to protect the lead. You have to make the offense work for it, and a personal foul just gives them yards. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Back to throw, it's Brady. Stepping to the right. Throws to the wideout. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy in 2nd down.
Man, the offense, they can taste it. They're on the road in a hostile environment. 2-minute situation. They're trying to rip this game away from the home team and take a shot into the end zone, being aggressive. I love the play call, but it falls in.
Touchdown, Huskers! And they've got the lead in the final minute. The Cornhuskers punch back.
Well, and the offense shows you what they're made of. They're scoring a touchdown. They take the lead with only seconds to go, and now it's on the defense to ice this thing when they take the field.
Ready to try the point after. And he knocks it through, and the lead is a field goal here in the 4th quarter. So it's an 80-yard drive, and they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds a tight end. The offense will use the timeout. Clock is stopped with 22 seconds left. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Now the play fake.
job by the offense. You got to understand the situation. The clock is the enemy late in the ballgame. Got to have a score. Like you said, Reese, work the outer part of the field so I can catch the football and get out of bounds.
This kicker is going to need nerves of steel on this one. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And this one to bring us to a deadlock in the final moments. Here comes the field goal unit as they'll try to get the 3. And with 3 seconds left, a last chance to extend the game into overtime. Needed a little more rotational power to bang that one through the uprights, and he couldn't quite get it there. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there, but this team just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Mason. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had, plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases. I
own territory.
How do you not respect the big fellas? This doesn't take you back in the time machine to the days when a fullback was on the field every single play. Then you're missing out because fullbacks are awesome. They're just low maintenance. They're not divas like wide receivers. They just block most of the time, don't say much. And then you give them the football, and occasionally you get some big plays like this, and they hit somebody so hard they got snot bubbles coming out of their nose.
They're dealing with a second and long. Going more. Makes the catch. It's strong. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
Georgia ready to dial it up on another first down. Moore to the air. Just a short pass to the tight end. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
And nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly, understanding the big fella's open. And the big fella, I don't mean an offensive lineman anymore. That's what tight ends used to be. It's just an extension of the O-line. These guys are now extensions at receiver. They can make big plays, get him the ball, run after the catch.
Man, that is going to haunt this quarterback. He had his receiver running a deep route. He was open, and the QB overthrew him. Man, that sucks.
So now it's second and long. Dante Moore. Pressure is effective from the defense. Able to knock it down just behind the midfield stripe.
That defender is a matchup for any offensive player. He's got athleticism, he's got length, he's got flexibility. He's
Defense gets a sack. Another sack. Third down coming. Moore from the gun on third down. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Got room on the return. Back to 40. Inside the 10. Touchdown. Fresno State. They want to land as big a ball as possible. Kick six, and now they'll try to make it 8-0 with a two-point try. In the red area, it's Jackson.
Well, every coordinator has a couple of two-point plays in his back pocket. They dialed one up there. They didn't get it. Let's see how that affects the outcome of this one.
He'll start the return inside his 5. First snap of this drive comes from the 32. They'll start on the ground with Brown.
It's an electrifying run, and you think about the tradition at the running back position for the Bulldogs. Herschel Walker and his Heisman Trophy. No Sean Marino, and how about this? Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, and Sony Michel all there at the same time. I bet this guy could have gotten to that rotation, though, because he's got those types of skills.
Here's more to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Incomplete thanks to the great defensive pressure there that sort of threw them out of rhythm.
And you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down.
to make catches, continues to chew up yards, you might want to think about putting a safety on him or somebody with a little bit more speed.
This is a design run.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college. All quarterbacks nowadays, they get so much speed. It's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always away. Just exhausting.
Still on his feet at the 45. Lots of running room. And he'll step into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the point after is good. Quick work on that scoring drive with 4 plays. And he finished with a 64-yard sprint to the house. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. He'll be stopped just short of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 24. Good work by the coverage here. They'll snap the ball. First play of the drive coming from their own 24. With the draw, it's Raymond. Picks up the first down. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. First play of the period, first down here. They'll give it to him again. Nowhere to go on that one. That'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Fights off the defender. There's a crease. He's all the way to the 3. Shoulder on that run.
The blocking doesn't have to be perfect because this guy makes people miss and creates explosive plays.
Yeah, yards after contact really has been a big part of this rushing offense this season and obviously in this game as well. They've got guys that give tremendous individual effort. They are hard to bring down.
The Cowboys trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
In football, you hear the term quick, but don't hurry. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate with his pass.
Got nothing last time. Now 2nd and goal from the 3.
interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
They want to run this quarterback. And he tacks on the extra point. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they go to stop that return at the 22. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Raymond. Just searching and working for the running room as he gets it out to the 26. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Keep it on the ground. Finding some room. Smashes through the tackle. Knocked down on the tackle. Good gain on that one to the spot at the 43.
When you talk about creating big plays in the running game like this makes the game really easy. Actually, when you got a guy like this that you can hand it to with this much speed and elusiveness, it's just hard to bring down the open field. Big game for the offense.
The defense wins that one. The offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front, establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Smithers into space. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he pounds his way to the 35.
How about it?
This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job. And you've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progression. Go to 1 to 2 and then maybe make a play. If he goes off for his first target, you can tell he did not have much time. Getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
That's caught. It's flipping. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
I mean, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting the drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down. Just been so close to that end zone. He can almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
Well, obviously they were trailing going into halftime, and they knew coming out, getting the ball back first, they were going to have to put a drive together. How good is this thing looking? Running the ball, throwing the ball, up and down the field. Now they're down in a goal-to-go situation with an opportunity to tie this thing up. This is looking.
Extra point here would tie the game. And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and finish the deal with a short touchdown run for the two. On the move from inside his spot. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. A run inside. It's Raymond. Finds his way ahead for 3 out to the 27-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They fought tooth and nail through 3, and it is all locked up as we take a look at the stats. These two teams about to find out what they're made of as we open the fourth all tied up. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. So the final period starts with a second down play. And off from the shotgun. And he'll be brought down.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough. How important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going.
touchdown on that last drive, and you could see the quarterback there in the commercial break. He's telling his guys, let's go. We're going to go get this one. Everybody lock in. And that's what you're seeing on this drive. Doing a really, really nice job. They look confident. They're trying to score a touchdown themselves.
Running inside. It's Raymond. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run
supposed to be and make sure running backs and ball carriers can't break out, can't use their speed, kind of keep them in a cage. They don't do a good job up front. Big run later. Now the defensive coordinator's yelling, screaming, and not nice things either.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
You can see just how explosive this offense is. It doesn't matter what they do. Whether they're throwing the ball, whether they're running the ball, they've had some balance, but they can pick up yards in chunks. And you're seeing it happen. A really nice completion there. They ran it the play before, and now here they are knocking on the goal line.
Simple, right? Just hand the ball off, but when you can make big plays like this in the run game, man, does it make offense fun.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish it off on the ground, a 67-yard touchdown run. On the run from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. Great vision. He'll go out of bounds at the 41, and that's the kind of return you look for to spark your offense. Bulldogs offense is on the field, ready to get this drive cranked up. Last drive went for 6. Let's see if they can do it again.
Try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
Oh, they dial up on second and a long way to go. To the air, it's Bailey. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And they can't complete the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And this offense stays aggressive and they pass the football. I think you can always look back and say, 3rd and short, I'd love for you to run it, be the more physical team. But nice job sticking up and bowing their necks for this defense.
change this route. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. What about that scoring drive just 4 plays? And the final 34 yards covered by that touchdown pass. And he takes this from inside the 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. A run inside. It's Cobb. Got enough for the first. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the second quarter. That's the end of the period. Fresno State has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. So after the break, they'll go back to work. They'll go to the counter play. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around. And this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
Throwing right. And they'll fight for the ball. The defense wins it.
That's why as quarterbacks, you cannot take penalties. You cannot stare down the other side because these defenders are watching you. And that defender knows exactly where the kicker is going with that football. That's why he picked it up.
They've got a little time here to put together a late in the half. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Here's a hit. Going right and going deep. Catching stride inside the 15. They get him down to this offense to set up first and goal from the 9.
I didn't take it. When they started off this drive with great field position, that's critical for this football team because of the players they have offensively. If you can get them the ball back at that area of the field, it takes one play, like what you just saw, and all of a sudden, they're knocking on the door now in the red zone looking for 6.
From the gun, he'll try to throw. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, lining up the tackle. And the extra point puts them on top.
matchup where I got my big tight end, the big fella I trust. I'm going to find that matchup, get him the football for the first down.
Offense changing the play. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as it stopped at the 18. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Wants to throw. It's Griffin. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, and it's an incompletion.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now, why they're trailing on the scoreboard, is they haven't been able to take this guy. It's effective. He's not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
Not always the old line. Sometimes those receivers want to get a jump on the snap count, and they'll move them back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Third down is coming. Now a little bit farther to go after the penalty. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And that's a big shot. That's a big incompletion. But this offense has to continue to do more of that. When you're trailing and you've got to make plays, they've got to find creative ways to push this ball down the field and get this offense in a flow.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. On 4th down, they'll pass for it. He's going to run it. Got the first himself. Breaks into the open. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move.
It just must be so nice to be such a good athlete and to realize 4th down, I want to pass the football, nobody open, I got this. I can take off, I trust myself, and he gets the first down. And these are the ones that just frustrate, annoy defenses by 4th down on your own side of the field, and he just took matters into his own hands.
Scanning the field, it's Griffin. Throws to the wideout. And that pass incomplete, the defense got a hand on it.
Man, this is an unbelievable start for this defender in this game, guy. That's already his 2nd PD in this game. Playing with his eyes, he's breaking on the ball. You just can't start a game any better.
To the air on 2nd down. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
We haven't even gotten to halftime yet. This offense has their hands full trying to keep this quarterback standing up straight. They've already given up multiple sacks. That's the biggest
making side adjustments here.
Ready?
Looking to throw on first down. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
Well, on offense, no doubt, right? You've had success. You're throwing some tutties. Why not keep throwing it? They're going to keep being aggressive. You're going to have to do a better job, though, keeping this quarterback standing up.
One more snap coming before halftime. Back to pass, it's Bailey. He's taking the shot. It's a big stride inside the 10. They finally make the stop, but that will make those halftime stats look nicer as we head to the break. Fresno State lined up to kick off and start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Sun Devils offense makes its way onto the field. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind, every possession means so much more. And if you look the other side, the defense, they haven't given much resistance.
Yeah, nothing has gone their way in the first half offensively, and you know now, based on how this defense is playing with their confidence, that you are going to be challenged on every single snap. So buckle up, get your mind right, and get ready to come back in this game.
Knocked down for the tackle.
That's such a great physical play by the defense, because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction. Not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending...
What a job to lay out and make the catch. Got open on the post and then had no regard for his body in making that catch.
Exactly right. You know you're going to get hit a lot of times coming over the middle of the field, but he runs that post, lays out, makes the play.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D quarterback.
And the Sun Devils now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Griffin. Here comes the heat.
explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Pulls it and fires to the left. Nice gain on that play, but a little bit short of the first down.
And frankly, if that's a completion, it's not going to make the end of season highlight reel. But in this game, it could lead to a highlight reel type play. The offensive coordinator may be setting something big up for later in the game.
Pulls and fires complete. Blows those pads. There he goes. He'll be stopped, but not before he carries it down to the 9-yard line, and that's why you get the ball in the hands of your playmaker.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in. Because this passing attack, it's lethal. Because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. You've got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
And the Buckeyes line it up with a 1st and goal.
They've got 6 points on the board.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That scoring drive was 4 plays. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Running the daylight from inside his 25. They put the brakes on him, but a good return out to the 36. Dropping back, it's Bailey. He's got him in the flat. Makes the catch, and he's free. Touchdown, Fresno State. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he puts through the extra point. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. Crosses the 30 to the 31 and 6-yard gain.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Buckeyes can really attack on this 2nd and short.
Here we go. Ready. Back 14. Move.
Wide receiver comes in motion. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Throws to the back. And the timing just a hair off.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of...
Hold on a minute. The offense still out there going for it in their own territory. And the incomplete pass lets this defense get the ball back for its own. Great field position.
It's really early in the game right now, and if it's 4th and short, 4th and medium, maybe I see going for it, certainly. But 4th and long, that's a situation I think you got to punt and just let the game play out. Trust your defense a little bit more.
Fresno State takes over in the offense. Will go back to work. A quick strike touchdown up top the last time they had it. Jesse did love to do it again. Snags it and he's open. And into the end zone. And he'll take it in. House it. Touchdown Bulldog. On to attempt the try. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5. Tackled and brought down right at the 20-yard line. Good coverage there. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive.
It's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes.
Maybe some room here. That's a pass to Mark. Good pick up here as he gets the first down. They mark him at the 48. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Bailey. Final play of the quarter, and the ball falls incomplete. At the end of quarter one, let's check out the start for both of these quarterbacks. And they've swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Ready. Blue 22.
Wants to fire on second down. Rush is on him. He's got the back in the middle.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
Takes it from the gun on third down. Right on the money. He gets the job done on third down. They moved the
Nice job penetrating right from the snap, getting off the ball so quick, penetrating the backfield and making something happen. Nice job putting the drive together. Nice job punctuating the drive in the first one. There's still some time left on it, but they can tie this thing up right now.
This is a stat that has so much confidence in their offense. I like seeing the offense taking the lead into halftime and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he makes the extra point. They put it in the end zone late. Now a high-scoring drive. And they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Great starting point. Takes it inside his own 35. He stopped right at the 35. Almost found a little room for a big return and get him on the ground right there. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Quarterback keeps it. Found a little bit of running room on that one, but he's brought down and the clock continues to run.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 or 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run it. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend him throughout this football.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Makes the catch. It's Fleming. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
And you've really seen the evolutions of tight ends, man. These guys are no longer just big bodies that block like the extension of the offensive line. They're more like receivers, and the level the quarterback gets it out of his hands, and then you just watch that. They can make plays, they can run people over, they can now run around people. Like, so nice to have these tight ends.
Back to pass. It's Bailey. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come for a short first down.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route. And this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they're throwing this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the second half. And in that scramble, they're going to come out of there with the football, and they get the onside kick and take possession right back. That's one that's just inexcusable. Fair catch signal, you got to pull up. 15-yard penalty. On the ground, it's Jackson. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
Well, after they struggled running the ball in the first half, you just wonder if this coaching staff made some adjustments at halftime and just said, look, we've got to get more physical. We've got to own the line of scrimmage. After that successful run, they got to keep doing this here in the second half.
Pocket breaking down. They'll run the screen. There he goes. He is down at the 1. A terrific run after the throw and catch.
Man, this has been a fun one to watch, guys. This is quarterback play at a high level. It's fun to watch guys that are executing, that are going through their progressions, making big play after big play. Both these guys, you got to tip your cap because the quarterback play so far today has been absolutely outstanding.
Run in the red zone, it's Jackson. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Bulldogs. The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and
situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that first down.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw, it's Harrington. There's the pressure. He's looking deep. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there on the 10.
And the offense clearly saying we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you want to do. Just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep plays.
On 3rd and long, trying to convert through the air. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Coaches look at this stuff every single football game. How do you execute on 3rd down? And a lot of times, man, it's about being in position and making plays, and that's exactly what he did. The right spot, breaking on the football, being physical, setting the tone in this football game.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in. It's Jackson. Takes it around the line. They get him stopped and out of bounds at the 45-yard line. And the big play has this offense ready to mount a threat.
Man, how nice is it to have such a playmaker that you can just dump it off to him, and you just get it to him, and he does the rest, and that's why they do this. They make sure they have a chart that they get this guy the football in space in different ways, and you see why. He chews it up after the catch, making his quarterback look great.
Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. Good pickup on that one.
And that's why these quarterbacks are just so hard to defend. It's a pass play, he drops back, 1st down, got to play the whole field up, scrambles around, runs for a 1st down, new set of downs, new set of problems.
Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on 1st down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
Finds his man. It's Freeman. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Bailey. He's got it on the run. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Fresno State right back to the line. Keeping it on the ground inside. Jackson brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start to get that ground game going.
Fresno State lines up with a 1st and goal.
Ready, and hot.
Just going to keep it after the snap. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. Got stopped on 1st down. They'll try it again from the 2. Back to pass on 2nd down.
quarterback thought he could dump this off, maybe get some positive yards, set up a good third down. The defense did a great job responding and getting that running back on the ground.
Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm as we start the second quarter. Starting off this quarter, close enough to smell the goal line. Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. Lets it fly. Trying to ball his way out. Takes this from inside the 5. And the returner will be dragged down. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Run inside. It's George. Oh, he's got some space. He stopped just short of the 25 at the 24-yard line, but it will be a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
That's caught. It's Freeman. At the 40, there he goes. It's a seam wide open. Running inside the 20. Completion for the first down, and man, did he take a shot, and I think they're going to tack a little more onto that one. The late hit moves the ball up 15 yards.
I know there's pressure
catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
On the ground, it's Jackson. And that's Jackson. Gain of 8 yards on the play. He's too short of the first down.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
The more hats you have near the football, the more likely you are to cause a fumble. So many guys with their hands wrapped around guys. The ball's bound to pop out occasionally, but you got to be in the right place at the right time.
This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Breaks into the open. Picks up the first down. He'll work and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Looking to throw, it's Harrington. He's got it. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And I think great offenses find a way to get their playmakers the football in space. Nice job designing the wheel route. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. Nice route. Nice catch by the running back.
Now on first down from the 40. Makes the grab. It's Clark.
Must be nice for this quarterback knowing he's got this type of athlete playing the tight end position. He can work the middle of the field for him. He's a guy who can stretch it vertically as well, but this is a guy the QB will look for early and often in this game.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Going to try to get it himself. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well. Timeout now called by the Guardians. That'll be it. They'll have to work right before the half. They're looking at it. Third down and short from the 33. Off the arm wheel, fire right, trying to convert. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down. Timeout called by the Bulldogs. That's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. Play clock was down to 5. No need to rush things. Make sure you got it right, so they'll use the timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. And the Tar Heels will try to move the chains on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires to the wideout. Working that left side. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score.
Well, you got to give this quarterback a ton of credit because he showed tremendous confidence on that throw. That wasn't just trying to throw to the sticks. That was being aggressive and throwing it down the field. Not a high percentage throw, but he had confidence in his guy to win one-on-one and to keep the drive alive.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. It's complete to the right. And he gets it down to the 4-yard line before he's finally stopped. A terrific run after the catch.
And it's hard to imagine a defense lose the coverage. Something broke down right there between linebackers and safeties to try to figure out where he was. He's the beneficiary. Catches the football, a lot of grass in front of him to make a big play.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Dropping back, it's Harrington. Trying to barrel in, and he will take it in. Touchdown, UNC!
And that is a perfect job by the offense, executing that 2-minute situation. The quarterback was really in charge and focused. Made sure that all the right decisions were being made with respect to execution and the clock. This is something you practice all season long, and they execute the 2-minute perfectly here at the end of the half.
And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. So the offense, more than happy with the result of the play, will decline the penalty. Can't hang on, he muffs it. Fumble into the end zone. Defense right there to jump on it. They'll bring it out to the 20 after the touchback. With 8 seconds to go in the half, wonder if they'll try to get a big play just to see what happens. Looking to throw on first down. Escapes the pressure to his right. Throwing on the run. Makes the catch on the right side. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. The Tar Heels will line up to kick off and start the second half.
trying to tie this game up.
Yeah, and it's so nice. Don't overthink it, right? Just hand it off, get the first down, new set of downs, let's go.
The Tar Heels come to the line with a new set of downs. On the option. Now the pitch. He's wrestled to the ground. They ran the option beautifully, and they pick up the first down. That's the end of the quarter, guys, and Fresno State is on top. They've done the work to build a nice cushion. Now to bring it home as we check out the stats after 3 quarters. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Run inside. It's George. Finding some room. Good pick up there. They'll move the chains, and they're set up at the 41.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Big drive for this offense late, trying to tie the game. They pieced together a couple of first downs, and here they come again. On the run, it's George.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking to pass. It's Harrington. Quick completion on the out. He'll be pushed out of bounds at about the 33-yard line.
You can tell most of them are practicing the out route all off-season long. They were unable to get that in sleep.
They're looking at a third down short from the 33. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the
Caught, and he's got room. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tar Heels. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. The Tar Heels respond with that score. Big point after here. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. That false start might prove to be really costly as now they come to the line with a 2nd and 6. Back to pass. Good timing on the quick out. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. He steps out of bounds, but he's got enough for a 1st down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Well, they don't connect on that throw, but you're seeing the 2-minute drill live and in full effect for this offense, something they practice each and every single week. Looking for the sidelines, using the clocks, understanding the timeout situation. But these are plays they feel like they can run in their sleep to put themselves in position to kick a field goal here late.
To throw, it's Bailey. Pressure coming. This time it's complete. That's a kind of play that can really get you going as they have a 1st down at the 43. The Bulldogs using their 1st timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. The Bulldogs go back to work after moving the chains through the air. To the air on 1st down. Makes the grab.
In this offense, they got another positive game, but I think they're going to have to start pushing the ball down the field a little bit. Got to make some plays. That clock is not your friend. You got to speed up, maybe work the middle.
Trying to beat the DT. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. What a time that would have been for their 1st pick of the game.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
Timeout called by the defense. 23 seconds left on the clock.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
Blue 30.
On the move. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line, and it'll be 1st down.
And the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you can...
He picks up the fumble, but they'll blow it dead right there. And remember, at this stage of the game, the only person who can advance a fumble for the offense is the fumbler. And they'll send out the field goal unit. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. Looks as if they'll send out the field goal unit. And it all comes down to this. Make or miss